quickly coming to an end, and it's easy to see a difference in the garden. We've been doing a lot of cleaning up around the garden, and this was a bed of green beans that was done producing, so we've pulled them and planted beets, which are now starting to come up. The bed next to that was a bed of tomatoes that have quit producing. They didn't do the best this year, so we've pulled them out and cleaned it up, and I just need to take the trellis down. And then the arch trellis that you see here had cucumbers on it, so we pulled the dead vines down and got that cleaned up. The bed under the trellis had more green beans in it, and you can see we've pulled them out and started cleaning it up. As we come around this side of the trellis, we've got some of our pepper plants in the bed, and they're still going. We've got a few different varieties here. The orange ones are habanada peppers, which are supposed to be a heatless habanero pepper. So once they turn orange, we can harvest them, and we're looking forward to trying those. Next to that is the shishito peppers, and we've harvested quite a few off of there. And then on the end here are the jalapenos. They did terrible this year. We have not had a good harvest off of our jalapenos this year. We've got a smaller bed with a few bell peppers, and they did pretty well, but they're completely taken over by weeds that I need to deal with. The dirt piled here is from where we dump the potato bins over to harvest. And the empty bed that you see now, we've left this empty since we harvested the garlic. And I just worked on getting it prepared because I knew I wanted to plant carrots here. And they are just starting to pop also. This is our last bit of green beans for the year, and they're about done also. I can tell there's some to pick, but they're really on their way out. Then we'll get those cleaned up. This was another bed of green beans that were done, and we've pulled them out. So our garden is kind of bare right now. Of course, we still have tomatoes on, but I noticed the harvests are getting smaller each time, and the quality is starting to go down. The tomatoes are smaller, and they're just not as good as they were a month ago. I can feel the shift from summer to fall coming. We see it at night as it gets dark earlier, and we can feel the humidity dropping and the air cooling off. But I also see it reflected in the garden. This is always an interesting time in the garden because we're still getting tomatoes, and we've got some cantaloupe and watermelons to harvest, but we're also looking at harvests of beets, carrots, and turnips, and this year we've planted some pumpkins, so we're getting to see these pumpkins starting to ripen at the same time that we're still picking tomatoes, so it's really the best of both worlds. I really wanted to grow our own pumpkins this year, and they've done okay. It's an absolute disaster of weeds right now, but the pumpkins are really just for fun, so this has not been a priority of mine. But the kids have been excited, checking on the pumpkin patch and counting the pumpkins, and now we're seeing some of them start ripening and turning orange, and it's just so exciting for us. And I know I always look forward to that shift in seasons and just the feeling that it gets as everything changes. It's certainly not less work in the fall, it's just different. Well, thanks for coming on this walk with me through our garden. I hope you enjoyed getting a look at how our garden has progressed through the year and seeing how it's kind of winding down for the year. appreciate you guys watching this video, and I hope that you all have a fantastic fall.